Joe Rogan calls out Democrats for organizing gangs, paying losers to attend rallies and violent protests. And Elon Musk responds. And that's exactly what's going on. You got organizations, you got people like George and Alex Soros that are funding these protests, these violent protests. They're funding these people. They're funding these terrorists to come in and tear things up and sow dissent. And none of this stuff is organic, and everyone knows it. So we're going to play the video. We're going to talk about it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Now, this comes from the Gateway Pundit, and they report that Joe Rogan in a new episode of his Joe Rogan Experience podcast slammed the Democrats for, quote, organizing gangs of supporters to attend rallies and protests where they receive instructions for engaging in violence. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. This is the color revolution that George Soros funded in other countries. That's what's happening right now. The episode with comedian Francis Foster and political commentator Konstantin Kisin, sorry, I don't know who that person is, aired Saturday on Rogan's YouTube page. Rogan's comments come in response to violent Tesla protests and vandalism across the nation and recent AstroTurf rallies featuring Bernie Sanders and AOC. And notice that no one of these leaders are condemning the violence that's going on. They straight up asked Nancy Pelosi, and she refused to denounce the violence and stuff that's going on. According to data scientist and entrepreneur Tony Surga, Bernie Sanders and AOC claimed that 34,000 supporters turned out in Denver, Colorado for their fighting oligarchy rally is disproven by cell phone GBP data, which shows only about 20,000 devices in the area. Additionally, 84% of the devices present had attended 9 or more Kamala Harris rallies, Antifa, BLM, pro-Hamas, pro-Palestinian protests. 31% had attended over 20, Segura said. Wow. So, I mean, it's definitely funded. It's definitely funded by someone. Highlighting these findings, Rogan concluded, well, I'm not going to read what he concluded. Let's just get right to the video here. Here's the clip. Here we go.
Let's talk about ivermectin.
Sorry.
For decades, it's been trusted FDA-approved medication.
Let me skip through the ads here. Sorry about that. I should have done this already. Apologize. Y'all know me here. I'm boomer tech, but I'm not a boomer. So y'all figure it out. All right, so here we go.
They claimed there was 30,000 people, but they got all the cell phone data and they found out there was 24,000 cell phones. So they fudged it a little bit. That sounds normal. But they also said that a huge number of these people had been to 20 plus events and a lot of other different progressive events, and it seems like, at least on some of them, for sure, they were paying people. So they're giving people money to get on a bus, go to this place, here's your sign, go have fun. And so you're doing something different, right? You're pretending that these people are all coming out to see you, but they're coming out to see you because you're giving them money and free food.
Right.
And, you know, you handed out water bottles and everybody gets a sign and everybody seems like they're kind of a part of a team. And for a lot of losers, a lot of people that don't have things going well in their life, and like, what do we, I was a loser at many points in my life. If somebody called me up and said, hey, man, you want to make $400 and just go to this Kamala Harris rally? I'm like, yeah, let's go. I would 100% go. I would 100% go with no political. And then I'd probably think she's cool. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm fucking voting for her, dude. He's Hitler. That guy, we got to stop Hitler. And I'd be holding up that stupid sign. If you found me when I was 21, 100% I would have taken that $400.
Yeah.
They were giving out $1,000 for people to protest. I think it was Tesla. I'm not sure about that, but I think it was Tesla. But so they had like the rules of engagement. If someone comes after you, hit them in the body. Don't pick up an object unless they pick up an object first. Like, are you organizing gangs? Like, are you guys paying money for people and then literally saying to them, here's what happens if you engage in violence. Like, why is that even on the table? I thought you guys were peacefully protesting. Like, who's going to get how many pro-Tesla fucking hooligans are out there that have beaten people up for Tesla? Is it fucking zero? I have not seen a bunch of pro-Tesla gang members out there. So what are you going to encounter with this anti-Tesla movement? The police? Like, who's going to stop you from who's going to engage with you? Like, this is,
right.
You're kind of talking in a way that at least puts it on the table that violence might take place. And you're paying people.
Yeah,
and they, because they destroyed language, now it sort of logically makes sense, right? If these people are Nazis, if you actually thought they were Nazis,
right.
Like if you actually thought Nazis had taken over your country, you'd pick up a gun, right?
You shouldn't need $1,000 and free lunch. $1,000 and free lunch is crazy.
You need to smooth things over, make it
you
easier.
need to subsidize your movement. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you would have I would have a hard time doing the $1,000 one. I'd be like, bro, we're going to jail. I'd be like, I'm not that stupid. I'll hold the sign. I'll go to the rally. But if I was 21, they said, look, $1,000, you want to protest against Tesla? I'd be like, hold on. What happens if we get arrested? Like this guy's rich.
Yeah.
Like, he's not gonna let you light his fucking cars on fire, stupid. He's the richest man on earth. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, he's absolutely right. I totally agree with it's obvious what's going on. That they are behind this. When I say they, I mean the Soros. George Soros is behind this. But Elon Musk, the victim of this violence by anti-Tesla gangs, commented on the clip saying on X, he said, who is funding and organizing all of these paid protests? Again, we all know who's behind it. It's the George Soros, both George Soros. I think his son is took the helm and is behind most of these things that's going on. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave y'all comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.